everyone. I hope you're doing really good, that you're healthy and joyful. I'm here to do Scorpio September Tarot 2026. I'll be using a bunch of tarots and oracle. Let's dive in. All right, Scorpio, I hope you had a great summer. And here we go. Let's check the vibe for September with Major Arcana. With Rider-Waite Smith, we'll check the recent past and the near future. With Osho and Tarot, we'll check consciously and unconsciously what's going on with you. And with Divine Connection for the challenge and the outcome of the month. All right, Scorpio. It's a general reading, Scorpio, and the energies are not static. It means that if it does not resonate right here, right now, you can always come back. I have a bunch of subscribers that only come towards mid of the month and end of the month to check what's up. Let me do this. Sorry. All right. Here we go. Yeah, because it's really hot in Europe. Heat wave. All right, Scorpio. So yeah, the energies, that's what I was talking about. And also French channel on this platform, everything is dubbed subtitle. My French channel is super duper free, no commercial, and it's not a copy and paste of this one. Therefore, it's complimentary for you. The link is next to my picture. You click, you scroll all the way down, you click again, and I'll see you there. And if you want to subscribe, you're welcome to. All right, Scorpio, let's do it. Pisces in the house. Okay. Sagittarius in the house. All right. And you are in your reading. Okay. Ah, interesting. It's already like, wow. Let's go prior, recent past. You have the Four of Cups. So, Four of Cups, I think you got disappointed or something happened in particular and you are just like, okay, like a 4-year-old, you know, and be like, oh, it just only happens to me. And you played victim a little, okay? Instead of being like, okay, you know, I'm grateful for what happened. It was super duper negative. It was not good at all, but at least now I know what's up. And that's the right way to accept what happened, okay? So, of course you have the High Priestess for the vibe of September because now you know what to do. But are you going to do it? It's always the same question, you know? And so you know that you need to study, you need to educate yourself, you need to take some time for yourself, and you just need to be connected to your emotion, your inner voice, and see what's up. But isolate yourself and really take some time is going to be very important for the next step. Because maybe also you had a bunch of people calling you and say, hey, you know, here we go. Can you do this job, or can you do this? Da, 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 da. You were sort of like solicited quite a bit. But at the same time, you couldn't say yes because you didn't have, I don't know, something to do it, or even in your life because you're blocked somehow. Okay. Maybe, possibly. Consciously, I think you are probably emotionally projecting something on someone, or you know, people close to you, the closest to you eventually, but you're sort of like taking control and projecting something, or at least you are, yeah, you're doing a transfer, okay? So maybe you feel like someone is living your life, or someone wants to leave, or something, and you kind of like, oh my God, I thought, you know, we had something, or and you feel like someone is, you're not in the plan of somebody. You're not in the future of someone necessarily, but it sort of like scares you also. It could be a kid, you know, your kid is like 20, 21, and he's like, okay, mom, you know, next year I'm renting an apartment, you know, and so you're sort of like freaking out, you know, regarding that. Unconsciously, you know that, yep, you need a brand new, you need a brand new vision. You need a brand new plan. You need a brand new something to be able for you to move onward. So maybe you didn't find the right job, and you have to do a bunch of internship and stuff to be able to do this job. You know, there's a lot of stuff involved here. Or you need a certain kind of money also to do something in particular, or, you know, something. But it's very much related to that. And then the near future, you're going to understand also why you have those cards. The challenge for you in September is to do something new. Is to get out of your comfort zone and be like, okay, all right. You know, something ridiculous like, this is just an example. Let's say what you are doing is actually, so you live in the States, okay? What you're doing is exactly what Japanese culture needs. It's just an example. And you're like, but no, I live in the US. There's no way that I'm moving to Japan. And even if you know that you would have triple salary and, you know, and you're like, nope, can't do that because of this, because of that, because of, you know, relationship, kids, etc. I don't know, something. Anyways, it was just an example, guys. So guess what you have in the near future? The Tower. And that's why unconsciously you have the brand new vision, because you know that something needs to change. Get out of your comfort zone, have a brand new start, have a brand new this, have a brand new that. Something needs to switch, something needs to change. All right, let me clarify that, Tower. And the outcome is beautiful, because guess what? The outcome is your card. So let's leave the past in the past. Don't F around and leave the past in the past. This is exactly what it is. And I'm talking about everything. Grieving, leaving your kids behind you if they're already 21, or whatever the age is after 21. You know, like a lot of stuff, actually, very much so. So the Tower is here, yeah, because the Tower wants to show you that there's tons of possibility, like this eagle that is way, way, way up high, and tons of possibility also because I think you're going to need to get closer to your friends, to your tribe, to the people that are sincere, people that really care about you. And then that Tower also, because it's the time to participate, to do things. It is the time. And like I said, the outcome is your card. So leave the past in the past once and for all. All right, the decans, first, second, and third. And if you're on the cusp, you have more messages. There you go, Scorpio. First decan, second, and third. Alors, first decan. The first decan is you don't realize how magical you are, how magical you can be, how you have capacities, and you're a water sign for F's sake. So, you know, you just, yeah. And I think first decan, you need to treat yourself really well. You need to do self-care. You need to talk to yourself really well. You need to, you know, this is going to be super duper important also to continue on your journey. Second decan, Libra in the house. Second decan, yep. Keep having faith and keep on find a beautiful equilibrium, to find a really good harmony, to be able to not be a Debbie Downer, to not be a Four of Cups. This is exactly what it is here. And speak your truth, and seek quality also. Okay. Third decan, your card again. So there's two, you're right here and right here. And even if we're talking of with the third decan here, it pretty much for all the decans, really, like, it is time. Stop being in the past. Be in the now and leave the past in the past. And don't project too much of anything either. Just leave in the now. That's it. Am I going to move in with this person? Am I going to, you know, get married or pax or whatever? No, just leave the moment. End of the story. If this person is here, she's here for a reason. All right, the love. If you're in a relationship, Scorpio. Alors, if you're in a relationship, it's doing good because you are both, you know, lots of fire and passion, and, you know, like, it's everything, it's doing good on that part. But the other thing is, I'm not sure if you guys are on the same page. Because I have the feeling that someone wants to do that, the other person is always trying to, like, cut the apple in two and harmonize and temper, and, you know, just in case this person decides to leave and say, you know what, I'm out of here. You're annoying and this annoys me, and, you know, there's something like that. And even though when you guys are together and spend time together, because I have the feeling that maybe one person wants more, but the other person is not really ready or half ready, you know. So you guys need to communicate, because otherwise, you know, it might, you might create misunderstandings and stuff. It is very much possible. All right, she's single and happy, Scorpio. If you're single and happy, well, if you're single and happy, you just want to heal right now. You just want the essentials, your friends, your family, whomever, where you feel good. Probably some of you, you are going to consult, or you're already consulting, you're working on yourself, because every time, so you're having a social life, and maybe every once in a while, you know, you have a coffee date or whatever, but nothing is, you're not meeting anyone, and au contraire, it's sort of like triggers emotional stuff in you, or those people have the same behavior that other people you used to be with, and you're just like, nah, no, now I have non-negotiables, and there's no way that, you know, I'm going to do this or this, accept this and this. Very mature. All right, just, what did I say? Single and happy, yeah. Oh, I did it already? Oh my God, I don't even know. No, I didn't do it. Oh, gee. Okay, single and happy. Sorry, guys. Haha. Well, it's very crystal clear. If she's single and happy, someone is going to declare something to you, and you're gonna be like, no, sorry, dude. You're gonna tell the truth. You're gonna be like, no, I'm single, I'm happy, and you know, I really want to stay this way for now. You know, and that's it. End of the story. It's really clear. Very, very clear. With power to you. At least, you know, people know about it. All right, Dancing in the Dark, and you're not playing games. Dancing in the Dark, 3 cards, and I look at the back of the deck also, so it's more than 3 cards. There we go, yeah. Leo in the house. Ooh. High Priestess. Okay. So, Scorpio, wow. It's very interesting. So in September, I think you are, it's 2 High Priestess in your reading, just so you know. Okay? You are understanding, and I hope you do, that nothing is permanent, that you can change. Nothing, you know, nothing is permanent. Everything is possible. You can change the negative to the positive, and also really take your life and be like, okay, now this is what I'm going to do. But are you going to do it? That's the thing. But you really need to do it once and for all. Don't think about your ex relationship. Don't think about, you know, things that you didn't do, or, you know, no. You need to keep on going. You need to heal. You need to take the time. You have the High Priestess twice. You need to educate yourself, isolate yourself, take the time. Maybe right now you are like in a total noise and da-da-da and da-da-da, and it's too much for you. And it's not that it's even too much for you. You don't even realize it's too much for you. That's the deal here, actually. And that's why the High Priestess is here twice. Because sometimes you're really on the verge to get the F out and say, you know what, that's enough. But you don't do it. So yeah, 2 times your card, 2 times the High Priestess, dude. You gotta connect also with your inner voice and such. It's gonna be super duper important in September. If you feel some stuff sometimes, just go with your guts. And if you're afraid to be alone because you're in the wrong relationship, but you don't want to break up because I don't know what, actually, that's no bueno either. Okay? Wow. Scorpio, that's really intense. But hey, that's the way it is with you, Scorpio. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your presence. I wish you the very best. And I'm going to ask you 3 things to do, like everybody else is asking you on this platform, to like, to comment, and to share, and it helps to diffuse what I do. And then I'll see you on my channel, because guess what? I post on the very regular, and especially in the short section. Take care of yourself, Scorpio. It's super duper important. I'll see you there.